Why is there an Outback? Like, why are you bringing a bloomin' onion onto this flight?
I do love a good Chili's at the airport.
Yeah, like, why are you getting fucking sizzling fajitas
So
at the terminal? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. Traveling. Welcome back. Friend of the show, Katie.
Best
friend of the show, Katie. I'm sorry. Sorry. You've traveled extensively.
I mean, I wouldn't say extensively.
Through the greater United States.
Exactly.
So I thought that it would be fun to do this episode with you. This re-up on traveling. Are you somebody that, like, when you go to fly or a train, bus, however you're traveling, you're a big bus girl. You're a big Greyhound gal. Do you, like, shower and make sure, like, how important is it for you to be pulled together before you depart?
Did I drink the night before?
I'm gonna say yes because it's you. No.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay,
it's
so
a Tuesday, so yes.
I have to shower just because I don't know, like, just all that running around and rushing around, and sometimes I get, like, a little anxious, so you get sweaty. Like, nobody wants to have, like, a sweaty, sticky situation.
Yeah, I feel like... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, but when it comes to, like, makeup and hair, that's another...
Yeah, no. I think even if you shower the night before, there's still... I don't know about you, but I'm, like, very heat rocky when I get sleepy and when I go to bed. Like, the sleepier I get, the hotter that I get. So I feel like even if you shower the night before, there's still all that nighttime
sweat
ick that's on you that you need to just, like...
Night sweats.
Because then I drool, too. And so I, like... If I don't, I'll just smell the drool in my beard as I... Like, you know when you move and you get, like, a whiff of yourself and you're like...
Does it go in your beard?
Yeah, it doesn't just, really? Like, glaze over top. Like, no, not here. We don't belong here.
Just like a nice lip gloss.
Yeah. Have you ever sat next to someone where that clearly was not a priority to them and you had to... That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be that person that's like, why do I smell drool? Oh, that's you. Or why do I smell like BO? Because I'm very, especially the older that I get for some reason, like, if I don't hit it with the deodorant, it's
done. It's
very noticeable.
Not a cute teen. I can't really remember any situation where I sat next to someone who had, you could tell that they were rushing through the day, but I do have a very sensitive nose, so I would have noticed this. Have you? But people who have really stinky food, that happens.
I've never...
Oh!
What did they bring?
Like, there's always some sort of fast food situation, which that's, like, no shade on fast food. I love fast food. But it's like, why don't you just eat it before you get on the plane? It's like they have to have it sitting in the bag for, like, 20 minutes and then open it up and all the aroma comes out and it stinks and it's gross.
A takeoff treat. I feel like a lot of the places in the airport, too, are like... Like, do you think... So you're saying that they got it from the airport or they, like, brought it from home?
No. Airport food. And then they were like, I need to eat this on the flight. Do you? You could literally just eat it before you get on the flight.
I feel like they have, like, a lot of complicated... Like, why is there an Outback? Like, why are you bringing a bloomin' onion onto this flight?
I do love a good Chili's at the airport.
Yeah, like, what is this? Why are you getting fucking sizzling fajitas at the terminal? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. What kind of packer? I mean, I know what kind of packer you are. It's infuriating.
I'm a bad one.
Infuriating.
Go ahead, embellish on that. I want to hear.
You are someone that would, like, the Uber's here in 30 minutes. Let me just throw some shit together real quick. I'll be right down. And I don't understand it.
Well, I know. My dad always gets very pissed at me when I tell him about this because I pack as I get ready because it's easier because otherwise everything is packed and then I have to take it out to get ready. But I'll, like, lay out some outfits, but I do bring... Because I never know if I'm going to feel, like, bloated or if I'm going to feel really skinny, and then I just need options. So I have different kinds of leggings. I have, like, fat leggings. I have skinny leggings. And then I have jeans. And then do I want to dress up?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I had friends of the show, Karina. She had done this previously, and she, I think, said that she takes pictures of her outfit options so she can just...
way too organized for me.
Yeah, I'm not at that level, but
God.
I feel like I used to be in a place where I would have the bag out and just kind of toss stuff in as I remembered. Like, I know I'm not going to wear this, but now I just kind of do the night before. And it's a lot of like hoping. Like I think this still fit the last time I wore it.
You don't try it on first. Give it
no,
a
I'm just
dry
like,
rub.
I don't want to be sad before my departure.
Yeah, just throw it in there. And once it's like at your final destination, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? And if you need anything, you can just buy it there.
Yeah. And then just toss, I guess. Swap it out when you fly back.
Have you ever gone to the airport, you go to check your bag and they weigh it and it's too heavy and you either have to take some stuff out or they're going to charge you like $50 and then you have to pull out like a boot and 3 pairs of socks and put it in your carry-on. See, this happens to me a lot.
I have not had that.
I just pray that I have a really nice desk person and they see that it's a little over and I do Puss in Boots, sad puppy dog eyes and I'm like, please. Sir.
I never check a bag.
What?
I shoot this bag right here, actually. My laptop bag is what I pack all my shit into.
Oh, to be a guy.
And if it's usually under 50 pounds because I just roll up a couple graphic tees and, load up the jorts and I'm good.
Again, that's guy packing. It's
yeah.
Totally different. I need a separate bag for all of my hair stuff.
I wish that I had better, we're en route to it, but I don't have that sort of style yet where it's oof. Have you ever had a secure, I guess that kind of piggybacks off of that. Have you ever had outside of the bagging, have you ever had a security TSA moment?
So I used to try to be slick and this is you can only bring 1.5 fluid ounces or 3 fluid ounces or whatever. Obviously I still don't remember what it is, but I would put full body splash in there and full lotions and just hope that they wouldn't check me.
Oh my God.
And then throw it away and be like, I totally forgot that was in
That's
there.
crazy.
And then they throw it away and then I get all pissed.
I did not anticipate this. I don't really think I've ever, I'm pretty easy with that. I try to wear basketball shorts, something really loose that I can
yeah, ding dong swings
get on.
around.
Yeah, I just look at it, what you want, what do you need? And then get in and get out. I don't understand. We used to work with someone, and I won't name her.
Okay.
But she had told me a story one time, and I thought this was crazy. She had gone to the airport after working one night at a club gig or something, and she was just really hungover and going through TSA and everything. And she went to she got on her plane, she was all buckled, ready to go, and she went to put her hands in her jacket pockets to just snuggle in and take a nap, and she had a joint just wrapped up in her pocket.
Oh my God.
So, because I've always thought about
what if
going elsewhere and what can you bring with you? Because that's always I don't know, if you're trying to find weed. Now, I guess it's better now that shit's becoming more legal, but I want to be able to smoke when I get there.
And you're fully not anticipating that the TSA agent's going to be what is this?
But if they're not noticing it, I'm I don't know.
Oh,
should I travel with weed? Should I travel with drugs?
I do get my hair patted down by TSA.
Really?
Because I've got a lot up here. Mm-hmm. Well, not in this. This is a tiny little bun. But when it's big bun, I could put something in there.
It's a security issue, yeah.
It is.
What's your go-to travel outfit? Are you one of those people? It's 2 questions. What's your go-to travel outfit, and how do you feel about people that recently Monique was kind of getting dragged because she was you can't be in the airport in your fucking pajamas. Mm. You have to be put together and dressed to the nines and really representing yourself well. I think that's kind of not. I love Monique, but that's not.
I don't feel it's 100% inaccurate. I do feel if you look more put together, I do. If I am feeling good and I'm feeling cute and I'll do makeup and eyelashes, I do feel people if you're looking better, they treat you better,
RuPaul, I think it was RuPaul, do you want to get somewhere? Wear a suit. Wear a suit.
No, exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't. I'm a bigger person. I'm a taller person. I don't want to be cramped in because then I feel it ruins that outfit. And I feel when I'm...
And then here's where the small booty comes in.
When I'm acting on hope to begin with, I think that'll fit when I get there. I don't want to jeopardize any outfit, so...
Acting on hope.
Yeah, I just want to, go in the most comfortable thing
right.
and have all my... Because then when you get there, me and my dad flew up to Ohio. First off, we drove first.
Oh,
we drove, which was fucking terrible. It was nice. We had, it was bonding time, etc.
I fucking hate road trips, so you know that about me.
Yeah,
you know.
I know that we've been. Never mind. I need you to just take hey, is it time to go back? And you're just immediately like chin sloping, fucking passed out.
Rick, can you drive?
I'm going to melt into my seat and pass out as soon as we hit the highway. Great, thanks. Yeah, so that was terrible on the way up. And then we get back and my dad texts me and he's like, Aunt Babe died, we're going back. And I'm like, who the fuck is Aunt Babe? Like, I don't know. Like,
oh, that's so sad.
But no, I'm sorry. That was the road trip and the funeral was after we flew. Sorry. We
get the timeline correct.
We flew up and it was to surprise my grandma for her birthday.
That's right.
And we had to fly up in what we were going to wear to the surprise party because it was like touchdown, really? Go.
I hate that. I need to stop and poop. I'm like, I need to
but
change.
Can I poop?
That's a big thing. I hate hitting the ground running once you land. Like,
but we didn't even. And that's what was annoying about it. It was basically like, and my aunt is like, she looked at my dad. And she's like, "That's what you're wearing," and he's like, "Yeah," and I'm just like, I mean, I'm sure she was trying to be funny, but she's also like a cunt. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
This is expected from you.
I don't know. It's to be expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ended up just hanging at her house for like an hour or two drinking.
And
so
you're like, wearing that for this?
Could have changed here, ma'am.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. I don't know. But so that's what I'm saying. We got there and just traveling in that outfit all day.
I just feel grimy.
It's like you're gross and you've sweat in it and you're running. It's gross. You've got like that airport stink on you. So I'd much rather be as comfortable as possible. Yeah.
And I'm usually like a little buzzed, aka coming down from it, because gotta have the drinks at the airport. Oh, sorry, is this?
No, that's a seamless transition.
Oh my god, yay!
Do you self-medicate before a flight, or are you just like raw dogging it?
I do. Yeah, I have to stop. It doesn't matter like how early the flight is. I'm like, can I get a Bloody Mary? Can I get a glass of wine? Can I get a White Claw? Can I get something? Anything.
Yeah,
help a girl out.
Because I like to travel by myself. But when I lived in Orlando and I would go to their airport, I would smoke before I left my apartment, thinking, oh, like this will just like really like calm me out. I'll be fine. And it didn't. Like I was just, and then I would drink at the airport and on the airplane. So I'm like high and like paranoid that every bump is us like careening out of the sky.
See, you're so scared about that. I'm just like, once I'm in the sky, it's in God's hands.
No.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm not bathed in his blood. That does not. I won't. Takeoff freaks me out because there's always that one asshole that's like, I like it, but I don't want to see it. And there's always that asshole next to you that has their like their window up, like they're.
I need to watch
this. I've never done this before. Oh my God. So yeah, I don't like that. But once you're up there, it's fine. I pretend like it's a bus. But until we get up there, I need to. Be a little loose.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Okay, so when you're at the airport bar, are you one of those people, if you're traveling alone, do you chat up the person next to you? Do you chat up the bartender? Or you just keep to yourself?
I think I flew back from Ohio, but yeah, I flew back from Ohio by myself. And the bartender was super chatty and was asking about Florida and shit, because that was like, we flew up there and it was like everything shut down because it was like right before COVID hit and everything. Mm-hmm. So the bartender was just like, well, how's it going down there? And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't been there, but it's probably nuts. So
it's Florida.
Yeah. So like outside of that, I wouldn't, unless I was trying to like fuck.
Yeah.
But.
Airport dick.
Yeah.
See, I used to be that person that would chat up strangers, and I hate that about me. No,
I needed it.
No, airport D. It's like I used to be the person that would chat up strangers. Like I'd just be sitting by myself, like, woo, and I look back at that and I cringe, and I'm like, that is so embarrassing. So people are probably like, shut the fuck up, you weird drunk person.
Oh, I don't think so.
Don't you think it would make me look desperate? I don't know. Like I look back at myself, and now I don't talk to anyone. So.
I remember you being like that just at regular bars. Like just chatting people up. I don't think it was ever in a way where I'm like, oh God, she needs a friend.
One.
No. I don't think, if someone were to chat me up, I wouldn't have an issue with it, but I wouldn't seek it out unless it was like, I don't know. Because I do feel like everyone is trying to be in their own little bubble.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But are you, or would you, I mean, I kind of touched on it in that last thing, the airport D. Would you ever join the Mile High?
No.
Moments?
I'm too scared.
Have you ever seen someone try and like...
No.
I don't know if I don't know. I don't think I could pull it off because it's such like, again, like not even talking about like.
Those bathrooms are so small.
Yeah, like it's even going in them. It's kind of like a humpback moment to pee. So yeah, I don't think.
I've never seen anything scandalous on an airplane.
I wonder if they make them smaller to prevent that.
That's a good conspiracy theory. Maybe.
Thank you. I've just been crafting it.
You're onto something.
I think the only way that I would do it is if I were traveling with someone that I was already fucking or interested in. Or if I got sat next to someone and we were hitting it off and it was like, should we, like...
It was just organic.
If you could, like, if we could do it in the seats with, like, a jacket or something, like, I'm willing to get creative in the seats.
Yeah, just like an HJ underneath, like, a hoodie or something.
Or, like, I'm going to take a nap. And, like...
Oh, my God. No.
Yeah.
Never. Too scared.
She's that girl. No, but yeah, I think that I would not be like, the door would have to be open and the other person would have, like, it would just... No,
there's no, and they're way too small. And you're right. And it's
unless you're like an Olympic gymnast or something with like, or have some sort of like low birth weight issue.
Which is so common for people who have sex on planes.
Yeah. Are you a first class girl?
I think I've sat first class once. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, because what is it? What are the perks of it? It's like more room.
Yeah, bigger seats, cushier seats, more elbow room. I think you can recline back further. I mean, like domestic flights is what I'm going. This is like my scope of knowledge. And then I think you get like free drinks, and you get like one flight attendant that is for y'all up there. If it's like 10 or 15 people. Okay,
I've never done that. I would do that if someone like
paid for it.
Yeah. Like,
will you upgrade me? I'm in.
Yeah, my dad had as like a birthday gift like 3 years ago or something, like he got me a plane ticket and he's like, you know what, it's your birthday, treat yourself, upgrade yourself. I'm like, girl, like
like you upgraded with your
money?
He's
like, you pay to like, I got you in.
No.
Now make some shit happen. I'm like, no, like it's like $200. No.
I mean, and I'm gonna sleep anyways,
exactly.
So why am I gonna pay that money?
I'm gonna be drunk and paranoid, high, like
I don't give a shit.
Making a scene. I don't want to like. Right, do you guys hear that? Like,
put me at the front so everyone can witness.
Yeah, like no, I don't need a spotlight. Do you have any nightmare passenger stories? Like anybody on a flight that was a terror?
I mean, I've definitely seen people throw fits. People are so impatient at the airport, and it is ridiculous. And there are the people who are like, I travel a lot. I'm important. And it's like, we're all the same. We're all doing the same thing. I get it. You know, you're on a business trip.
You have a job. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're so important. Like, nobody gives a shit. Like, calm it down.
I feel like I went to Aruba one time.
You went to Aruba?
Yeah.
When? Why do I know
in like
this?
2013, I think.
Okay.
It was with, former friends of the show.
Oh, okay. I was like, when? Okay.
And you fly to Miami and then you fly there. Mm-hmm. And on the flight from Miami to there, I don't do very well with heights. I'm good once we're in the air because I pretend like it's a bus.
Oh, yeah.
Because then I'm like, all right, like if we hit turbulence, it's just a bumpy road. It's okay. But this was like bad turbulence on the way into Aruba. And the woman next to me was like...
losing her shit.
We were like just as panicked, but she was like not hiding it. She's like, oh my God. Like every time she's like looking at me, she's like, I don't know about this. I'm like, that's not what the fuck I need to do right now. I had a dream
we died in this plane flight.
Yeah, it was like that basically. Yeah. And she was just like not doing well. The lights were kind of dim because it was like a nighttime flight too. Mm-hmm. So it was like people sleeping or whatever.
Please don't escalate the situation, ma'am.
Like, just be cool. We're going to be fine. And if we're not, this is not how I want to like tailspin into the island.
Mm-hmm. Very relaxing vacation.
Yeah. But no, I haven't really had any. I will say that flight back from Ohio, it was like, again, right as COVID was like fully hitting and people weren't traveling. And those were some of the best flights I'll probably ever have in my life. Because it was like me and maybe 8 other people on the plane. I was sprawled out.
That's nice.
I was like...
God, I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Luxury.
I have another question.
Please.
Have you ever seen a famous person at the airport?
No.
Every time I fly through Atlanta, I'm like, I feel like Atlanta is like
I need
such
to see a housewife. I want to see Wyclef Jean.
I saw Zed at the airport.
How was that?
So it was after he did Jingle Ball. Mm-hmm. And obviously, we had drank. So, like, this is like a standard Katie trope where we do Jingle Ball, and then I choose to fly home to Wisconsin for Christmas the next day. So stupid. Very hungover. And I was, like, walking to the bathroom, and he was walking past me, and he had performed at the Jingle Ball, and I was like, oh, God, I hate myself for this. I was like, you were fucking awesome last night.
You killed it, bro.
He did the DJ, like, the prayer and bowed his head. He was probably like, get away from me, crazy.
Bonsoir. Leave.
He did call me a stalker on Twitter, like, a couple Jingle Balls before, so.
We won't get into that.
It was stalky. I thought it was cute.
I will say I hooked up with a guy in Orlando that was a flight attendant. He was from France, and he had just moved. He's very French. And he was talking about how when he was a flight attendant, there would be famous people. And Rihanna was on his flight.
What?
And he didn't know that it was Rihanna. Like, I guess the other flight attendant, like, there was one other flight attendant guy that was, like, spiraling. Like, oh, my God. And...
How did he not know it was Rihanna?
He's just not very... aware of, like... I don't know. He's
Have the internet?
It was his first day on Earth when we fucked. No, I don't know. Because I asked him, and I'm like, you wouldn't... like, recognize Rihanna? Like, even if you don't...
She's...
Yeah,
Rihanna.
like, you don't... Yeah. So, he was just like, I do not know. I do not follow...
Je ne sais quoi.
Voulez-vous? Like, I don't follow these things. So, yeah, he was just like, yeah, so, you know, I waited on her, and, you know, other people were trying to get into my section. I don't know why I like that.
No, I kind of like that French accent.
Never mind.
So, did he say she was nice?
Yeah, he said that she was super nice. There were other people that were trying to, like, I think she was in first, obviously, like, business class, I think.
Yeah.
And so, he said...
Was this, like, Rihanna Ponda Replay, or was this, like, Rihanna, like,
this was, like... I think this was not rated R. I think this was the We Found Love era.
God.
So, what album was that? Not Unapologetic. Right before that. What the fuck is... Talk That Talk. It was Talk That Talk, okay. Rihanna. And so, he was, like, waiting on her. She was super nice. And I think because she had asked him for a couple different things because she was, like, working on contracts or something, like, while she was always on the go.
She's a business bitch.
Miss Fenty. Yeah, she was asking him for a lot of stuff, and he was being super accommodating. Sure. So she came to him, and she's like, you know, you've been so helpful and so, like, nice to me throughout this whole flight. Do you want me to sign something for you? And he was... But he was basically like, I don't know you. Like... He was like, no, he was like, no, I don't really,
That's insane.
I don't know who you are.
That was very nice of her, though.
Yeah. Well, and then he was finally like, you know what, actually, like, basically, like.
Sign my titty.
Some of my employees have told me, like, who you are. So, like, now that I know, can I, like, grab a picture? And she was like, yeah, I'll be right back. And he showed me the picture. It was super sweet, but I'm just like.
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck do you not know? And then
bless his heart.
Yeah, I guess.
Something like that.
If anything, he said that all of her people were super nice. It was her security that were, like...
extra.
Dicks. But I guess that's their job.
Yeah. Gotta be the bad guy.
When you get to where you're going, do you, like, play tourist? If you were to... Like, when we went to New York...
Okay.
I already know the answer, but I'm for the two people still listening to the show. Mm-hmm. Do you have to go to, like, the Empire State Building and... Ground Zero, and like, do you play tourist, or you just kind of feel it out and walk around?
I like to do a nice 50-50. I like to do a little bit of that, and then I like to do a little bit of drink. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Drink, eating. Like
no, I'm either drinking or...
That's true. Or I'm seeing some historical monument.
Yeah, I feel like...
So when Ricky and I went to New York, I was really trying to get him to go to a musical with me.
No.
And you would not go to Mean Girls.
I don't like musicals.
It's so good,
It makes me really uncomfortable when people just randomly
it's only like 3
burst
hours.
Into song. It's only 3 hours with intermissions.
You guys have no idea how much I was trying to get him to go to this musical. It was that, and there was like another one. Was it?
That was a very shaky trip, though. I was like mid-ghosting, and it was very emotional.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
You were going through it. There
were a lot of variables at play.
It's okay.
I can't see a musical right now. I'm trying to just get my life together. Yeah, no, I don't. I would much rather. Because I was there for, I think, 5 days. Mm-hmm. So I was there 2 days before you got there. I was staying at, hi Kat, you're not listening. I was staying at her place. And,
in Brooklyn?
Yeah. And so I would just kind of, because she would go to work during the day, so I would just kind of walk around.
That's awesome. That's fun,
and explore. And just kind of like text her where I was, and she'd be like, you should probably get away from there. Like, you're...
I like that you would vet where you were through her once you were already there.
Well, she'd be like, hey, like, where are you? What are you up to? And I'd be like, oh, I'm like at this corner and this corner. And she's like, so maybe go like this way.
A poor expedition.
Yeah. So yeah, I just kind of like to play it by ear, and plus I feel like all those things are like the touristy things are because they are so, what's the word? Sought after. It's all like it's probably like a 3-hour wait.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I don't like to do all of them, but I like to do like a little bit. Like I like to start the day doing a couple things. And then I like to end the day.
We saw the landmarks,
drinking.
Like the Today Show studio, and like
so exciting. I was like, "We're here! All right, let's go out."
You're like,
it was like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Like, ma'am, are you okay? Yeah, I would much rather just walk around and like drink and just see what's there.
We did that, and our friend Matthew took us around to some really fun places. I had no idea how to ride the subway. Like he showed us how to do that.
A fucking power hour of like, we have to hit here. This is where Andy Cohen drinks, and then we go here. Like this is where blah blah blah, and it's just like damn, like because he was trying to get to the bathhouse, I think, and I love that because he's like, I have plans at like 4.
He's like, you guys need to wrap it the fuck up.
Yeah, here's a quick tour. Bye.
Yeah, it's easier.
Come with if you want. What's the ideal amount of time, though?
Oh, how long to be on vacation?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that's a good question. I was actually just talking to my chiropractor about this.
Oh, good.
Glad you brought this up. So if it's an international flight, 10 days for me.
Okay.
But I feel like when I go home, it's a week. And then I feel like anything
I feel
within...
like there's a text like 3 or 4 days in, like...
Yeah, it's a lot. And then, I don't know, anything like within the U.S. I don't know, what do you think, like 5 days?
I don't know.
Even like 4 days, you can swing it.
I think it depends on where it is. I think 3 is probably, that's a sweet spot for me. I think anything more than 5, I start to kind of, I don't know, I feel like you start to get into a routine, and then I like get sad at the idea of leaving. I'm like, should I just live here? Like... I have a new life already.
Just quit everything.
Yeah, like I like going to New York for like 5 days or any place like that for 5 days because I feel like it's a good amount, but then it is just kind of like, I guess like overseas is 10 days, it's good. But
well, because the travel is such a motherfucker.
Yeah, and it's like, when's the next time that you're going to get here?
Yeah, or even like 2 weeks. A lot of people do 2 weeks, but...
It's just a lot.
But so at the end of the trip, you're not ever like, all right, I'm ready to go. I want to sleep in my own bed. I don't want to live out of a suitcase anymore.
It depends. Like if I'm in Ohio, yes. I'm like, all right, well, there's nothing here still. Let's go. There's still heroin and nothing else. Like, great.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I miss it and I want to like stay. Even when I went to Minneapolis, I was just like,
you love Minneapolis.
Should I just stay here? Like.
I always heard it was so fun to live
there. The
there.
weather's perfect. I feel like, I get bummed out.
This is where we're going to differ.
Wow.
I can't believe you wouldn't go see Mean Girls with me. Ugh.
I know.
And then Broadway was shut down.
Yeah. As it should. No, I'm kidding.
Turd.
What's your ideal destination?
To
cap things off.
I want to go is I want to go to Paris. I want to go to Tokyo. I have like a lot of places. I mean... Again, like you said, a lot of my travel is like close here. So I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to London. I went to Barbados and I would love to go back. We should go to Barbados.
That would be... Didn't you say that Rihanna's like the ambassador?
No, you guys don't even understand. So like you get off the plane and Barbados is beautiful. And everyone who lives in Barbados is like so proud of the island. And it's so fun and nice and... You go and there's like these huge like flags from the ceiling to the floor in the airport of Rihanna.
Hello.
I was like, we should live here.
I do enjoy that.
Yeah, it was great. Food is bomb. It's just it's everything.
I feel like Paris, isn't that one of those places where they're like you get super like isn't it like Paris syndrome? Isn't it a whole thing? Like where you kind of like romanticize it in your brain and then you get there and it's just like dirty and you're like, oh.
Maybe. Maybe this is what I've done. I want to go to Paris. You're like, don't.
My Devil Wears Prada moment. Like what's happening? I feel like I want to do like the conspiracy theorist world tour. Like I want to go to Loch Ness. I want to go to Stonehenge.
I love that.
I want to go to like New Mexico.
Okay.
Isn't that
Area 51?
Yeah.
Okay, I think so.
I want to like just. There's a dog dying.
I'm sorry, my dogs are like freaking out down there.
Yeah, I want to do that. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be really fun for me.
Loch Ness, yes.
And
Where's
even I think
Scotland?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever orbit says. I'll just put that into orbits.
Okay.
Well, do you have any last minute tips and tricks for people that are traveling that are like skittish?
Don't.
What's the best way to get through it? Drink. Don't smoke weed. Don't do edibles. Unless you like handle that shit well. I usually do, but whenever an airplane's introduced, I get super paranoid. So maybe just get drunk or try pills.
Or
I've never tried pills.
Really?
I've never like taken a Xanax or something.
Drink lots of water. Otherwise you get constipated.
Pee a lot. Shit yourself.
No, constipated, you get backed up.
Water constipates? Why do you want to get backed up?
No, I'm saying like drink a lot of water so you don't get dehydrated and then get constipated. It's a travel issue. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Pro tip.
And on that,
I'm glad I'm leaving it on that.
If people would like to find you for more constipation tips.
Katie Radio 1.
And I'm at Big Rick Kahuna, Venmo, Cash App, TikTok.
OnlyFans.
All of it soon. All right. Bye. Bye.